Weapons World Championship. Rashad Eugene, Dawson Holt, Ben Jones, Esteban Tremblay. That competition is coming up next. We've been waiting for it. And that is coming up next, Jackson.
And when I say it's the main event of the evening, I'm not kidding. What we saw just 2 weeks ago at the Battle of Atlanta is we saw 10s flying all over the place. Esteban Tremblay, 3 10s in the victory. Despite that, still tied with Ben Jones. There had to be a mathematical tiebreaker comparing the scores of the judges, dropping the high and the low, putting everything through a supercomputer and letting ChatGPT figure it out. Not really, but essentially, right? So it was a crazy division with scores all over the place. Dawson Holt was in that division. Rashad Eugene was in that division but suffered a drop. If Rashad Eugene hits tonight, this division just gets exponentially more ridiculous, for lack of a better term.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Coming to the stage now, our last division of the evening, Men's Weapons World Championship. So you know we have
Kevin, is it weird that I still get goosebumps for this division?
Not at all. No, not at all. Not after seeing 2 weeks ago what they did in Atlanta, not looking at the tape from earlier tonight and seeing what the competition level is. Seeing all the competitors on the stage tonight, knowing that they're going to be as good, if not better, much better. Absolutely not.
And that's
So
part of the
first
game.
up, Rashad Eugene. He is from Hempstead, Florida, 27 years old. He competes for Team Diamond.
And that's part of the game, Kevin, is those adjustments from the Battle of Atlanta. It's just 2 weeks, but after as crazy of a final as they had, you know that every single one of those athletes was making adjustments in preparation for this moment. History is made right here, right now.
Has talents in many weapons. Rashad Eugene does. He may be doing a unique form tonight, but is most known for his double bow, charismatic form. He's been on the ISKA stage in 2021 and 2022. He's looking for his first title here tonight.
And
he's the oldest competitor of the 4.
Yes, and he tells the crowd before he starts his form, no music, and then gets things going with an X out. And then here he is, full speed ahead. Interesting storyline developing in this division. Oh, as he goes behind the back. Forget the storyline. That was crazy. But no, seriously, these competitors have agreed to go no music, all 4 of them, and simply let their performances do the talking. Rashad Eugene making his statement right now. Catching one bow with the other. Rolling bows around the body, throwing at the same time. Huge double release, and he sticks it.
Had to speed up to get there.
Excellent adjustment in the moment by Rashad there. Now putting the bows together for a little bit of single bow action. Right back to the double. Between the legs, around the head. Reverse grip as the bow slides down to the catch. And Rashad Eugene sticks his form this time. Crowd is on their feet.
All right, he set the tone.
He has laid down the gauntlet for this division.
All right, and as he exits, our next competitor in this division is representing Team Paul Mitchell. He's 19 years old from Lebanon.
Well, next up, Dawson Holt from Lebanon, Tennessee, 19 years old. From Team Paul Mitchell. He won traditional overall at several events this past year. He took the CMX weapons title at the Ocean States in April. Had a huge ISK title year in 2021 before being asked to be a member of Team Paul Mitchell in March of 2022.
And they call him Mr. Clean for a reason. He looks around. I think he's selling the fact that he too is not using any music. Execution of his techniques, you're going to see beautiful, beautiful stances, full extension, and double sword is new for him. It's something that he has introduced to his arsenal this year. Debuted it a little early back in January at the Warrior Cup. Wasn't quite ready yet, but then everything came together at the Ocean State Grand Nationals where he came out on top. And as we can see with this performance, all these athletes staying true to their word. They have agreed to use no music. They want this to be all emotion in these performances. Nice full, and I love how he transitions from the landing directly into the cut. Blind catch behind the head. Another blind catch. Double box cutter, 360. Oh my goodness. Kalmanchoka-esque. You could even see his energy pick up a little bit after he caught that, like he knew it was coming. And he knew that if he caught it, it was going to be a big deal. More big tricks ahead. Multiple releases. Tracks down the last one. Rolling one sword on the other. Wrist roll in front, behind. In the closing stretch. Balancing on the back of the hand. Another blind catch. There's one box cutter. And that will do it for Dawson Holt. Mr. Clean delivers. Two competitors in this men's weapons final. Two clean performances.
All right, and as he bows out, he gathers his weapons. Coming up to the stage
Next up, Ben Jones from Madison, Wisconsin, 18 years old. He too is from Team Paul Mitchell. He's known for his catches that often freeze after a lot of fast motion. His head-to-head against Esteban on stage. He has one win in Quebec and one loss at the battle, with a lot of controversy at the battle.
And that's what's so interesting this season between these two bow guys at the top of this division, Ben Jones and Esteban Tremblay, trading some head-to-head wins back and forth. They call Ben Jones the truth because he lets his performances do the talking. Different level of intensity from Ben Jones as he gets things going. Beautiful behind the head release. His speed looks incredible tonight.
Whoa.
Double spin and he nails it. And when you manipulate the bow like that, not even a trick, and you still get a reaction from the crowd, and then there's a blind catch after a combo with a 2.5. Very unique catch on that release, continuing to move the bow even as he controls it. There's the freeze frame, catching the bow completely behind his back. And Ben Jones, the truth will set you free. He nails it.
Put you on the spot. If you're judging so far, who do you give it to? I knew you weren't going to say it. Don't worry about it. I'm not expecting any answer.
I'm not picking between teammates. Come on.
All right, next up, you call him Air Canada. Esteban Tremblay, Montreal, Quebec, 18 years old, Team Paul Mitchell Karate. Now, he had trouble getting here this time because of the smoke. It's been a problem, obviously, throughout the entire North American coast from northern Quebec on down to Florida. Looking to get his first adult ISKA title in weapons. He would also take 3 titles tonight if he wins this weapons competition.
Trying to join the club of a lot of champions who have pulled that off.
Esteban Tremblay, Montreal, Quebec.
He's the defending champion from the juniors in his first season as an adult. Looking to continue his winning ways in the premier position in this division as the last competitor of the evening. Power on the strikes, lots of intensity. You knew you were going to get that from Esteban. Opening release combination right into the tricking. Hand roll over the head during the cheat 9. Massive D-leg. Crowd starting to get into it. Excellent manipulation, letting the bow slip on the backside intentionally, then catches the 720. Esteban building up for a huge ending to this form. We know what he's capable of. Little bit of performance as he fixes the hair. There's the Webster catch to close it out. He nails it. And we have a phenomenal men's weapons final with all 4 athletes nailing their forms. Everybody showed up. Everybody showed out. And now it's all in the hands of the judges to determine the next ISKA men's weapons champion. I held the title for 4 consecutive years. The torch was passed to Jake Presley a couple of years ago. Now one of these men will be next in line.
All four are standing with a great deal of confidence, waiting for the scores.
Well, in this position, all 4 of them have to have think that they've won.
Right.
That's where the after party is. Now, I'm not promising that Mike Sawyer will buy all your drinks or food or any of that. I'm not saying any of that. But you guys are welcome to join us for the after party at the Grand Tower.
Suspense is building. Rashad Eugene in position, awaiting his scores from the judges.
I want to make sure you guys know about that. We have our first defender, Mr. Rashad. His scores are 9.97, 7, 6, 7, and 8 for 49.85 total. Great job, sir.
Relatively low marks for Rashad Eugene. He's out of the running.
His scores are 9.97, 7, 7, 8, and 6 for 49.85.
Dawson Holt also won't have enough to take the win. It's going to come down to the Bow Boys.
9, 8, 10.
Tens are starting to fly. 2 tens for Ben Jones. This is deja vu from the Battle of Atlanta.
And then your scores for Esteban are 8, 9, 9, 9, and 9.
Nines all over the place for Esteban Tremblay. Ben Jones gets some tens. Esteban Tremblay gets a lot of nines. And by 1/100th of a point in this epic clash between Ben Jones and Esteban Tremblay, they're trading knockout blows. And your ISKA world champion is none other than Air Canada himself, Esteban Tremblay.
Well, we said it was going to be a great night. It did get capped by that performance there. Esteban Tremblay, Air Canada, you like to call him. He is your new champion in the men's weapons. We're going to talk to him in just a little bit. But first, we're going to have Haley Glass come up and join us in the booth. She is on her way up now. Congratulations all the way around for all the competitors tonight. But, we saw on tape the Battle of Atlanta and how good that competition was. They followed it up again tonight with a competition like that. And we are now joined in the booth with Haley Glass, 3 championships.